Jesus, I got Jesus, I got Jesus, I got Jesus, Jesus, I got Jesus.
I was first introduced to music when my brother Peyton received a keyboard for Christmas from my grandmother. And I always was into whatever my brothers were getting. You know, I needed to somehow sneak into their room and steal it and use it. So I made a song off of his keyboard. And that was when I first kind of, I guess that was my singing, songwriting beginnings, when I first was introduced to music. My music reflects God because in all of us there is a light that God has given us, and I believe the most pure thing is to be yourself and to be, you know, genuinely what God made you to be. By doing what you love to do, you're tapping into what God wants you to do. And so by spreading that message, I feel like that's the very core of what God wants for all of us, just to follow our hearts and to be in tune with Him so that our hearts are leading us in the right direction. So that's how I feel God is definitely in everything I do and in my music. I don't think I've felt a moment where I didn't feel like God was with me. I can't say I have, because I mean, at least if I have, I don't really remember. But I always felt like, you know, things were happening for a reason. My mother told me one time it was dark, and you know, I was scared or something, and she said, Candace, when you get scared, you just say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And she said, just keep saying it over until you calm down, and that'll put you to sleep and you'll be fine. I entitled my album Fingerprints because before I began writing, I had an experience teaching in the D.C. school systems, and I noticed a young group of girls who were misguided and misled, and a colleague of mine, you know, told me about what they were doing, and it broke me so much that it broke me down to tears. And she said, you know, Candace, if you're crying like that, that means that there's something in you that's got to come out, that it's striking something with you. And so I knew that there was something that needed to be said. There was some type of way, and I knew it was an inner thing with them that I wanted to reach. And so I said, as I was writing, I was picturing them. I saw that these were all nuggets that I had gained throughout the years, and they were kind of someone else's fingerprint on me. And I just knew that it was something bigger than money or working hard, or, you know, it was just bigger than all that. It was about reaching people, and what's more powerful or identifying than your fingerprint. My mother had no money, but I graduated from college. You know, there was times we had to scrape up 37 cents to get some bread, and that was it. I distinctly remember rummaging through our drawers in the kitchen to find change for bread. So, I'm still alive, and whew, whatever it is that you know, God wants them to hear or see when they look at me, I just want to give it. And to be able to do that with no money, to be able to create a project with no money, to be able to offer love and light and my gift without any, you know, anything besides my friendships, my relationships I built. Those are the only things that are, you know, making this possible. So the idea that all of this is possible, that life is happening, that music is being made, and people think I'm successful, that's my testimony.